What two jobs are fine on their own but suspicious if you work both of them? Wedding planner and divorce lawyer. I bet they'd make a fortune in Las Vegas. Of course it was an Elvis impersonator. We could never afford a real Elvis. Plastic surgeon and psychiatrist. You seem to be very self-conscious about your appearance. I know just the procedure that can get you your confidence back. Do you think your father abandoned you because of your huge nose? Or was it because you're fat? Bartender and substance abuse counselor. A friend of mine held both at the same time. Best kind of bartender because they know how to deal with drunk people without starting a row. If they are good people, can advise the bar customer on handling the booze. Podiatrist and cheesemaker. Stop it. I loved doing the lingerie parties years ago, and the one lady who came to host the party and do the presentation and everything was also a kindergarten teacher. It wasn't necessarily suspect, but definitely an interesting mix. Teachers are often the kinkiest, up there with healthcare workers. 100%. When I was in my early 20s I made friends with a bunch of 30-year-old teachers, and goddamn, I say goddamn. Volunteer firefighter/arsonist. Actually this happens a lot. I remember visiting a tiny island in the Adriatic, which had been ravaged by a fire at one point caused by an arsonist after his girlfriend had rejected him. After his prison sentence he returned to the island and joined the fire service, so they could keep an eye on him. Day trader and being a member of Congress. Oh wait. Day trader and night trader. Day trader and night trader. Reminds me of the real-life business owners that had two businesses. Funeral home and cadaver sales. Town I went to college in had Bang's funeral home and ambulance service. Always felt like a conflict of interest to me. This guy's not gonna make it, take him back to the funeral home. Also, Bang is a terrible name for both services. In the past, ambulance services were generally run by funeral homes. After all, they already had vehicles large enough for someone to lay down in. It has really only been in the last 40 years this has changed, and many funeral homes still run an ambulance service. A priest and a sex worker. No kidding. If you ever went into a bar, everyone would think it was a joke. Is it possible to convert from Catholicism to Judaism, or vice versa, and become a member of the clergy in both, so that you could be both a priest and a rabbi? Locksmith/pawn shop. Or lockpicker and lawyer. Oh boy, do I have a YouTube channel for you. Roadkill cleaner-upper and restaurant owner. You kill 'em, we grill 'em. Gynecologist and ventriloquist. Veterinarian and taxidermist. Either way, you'll get your dog back. That's one hell of a slogan. I once knew a guy who worked in a porn store, 90s small-town dirty-ass porn store, at night, and drove an ice cream truck by day. Same customers sometimes. That dude sold drugs and used his jobs as cover. You jest, but people did this in Glasgow and there were ice cream truck turf wars. People died. MFS going twisted metal on each other. Congressman and investor. Senator and coal baron. Coal baron is absolutely not fine on its own either, lol. Pest control and restaurant worker. That sounds ideal. If you are good at the former it means the latter is clean. Reverse the priorities, and you have a restaurant immune to health regulation oversight. Same job just working for two competing companies. Better not be Jimmy John's and Subway. JJ's has that non-compete clause. Minimum wage workers are going to steal trade secrets and some other major corporation is going to listen to a minimum wage worker's ideas. Trucking company and highway paving company. Butcher and gravedigger. In Germany there's a law specifically forbidding this. What for? A chemistry teacher and a car wash owner. Fuck you. And your eyebrows. Yeah, that's right, Bogdan. Secret agent and secret agent. Horse trainer and glue factory worker. Casino manager / debt consolidation. Follow me for more financial advice. Vertical integration. This guy gets it. Head of the FDA and a board member of a pharmaceutical or food company. Was thing a real thing at one point? Sperm bank organizer and mayonnaise mixer. I just flew in from both of my jobs, and boy, is my arm tired. The trick is to use both arms. Kindergarten teacher and cop. Work for a liposuction clinic by day, sell homemade soap by night. We were selling their own fat asses back to them. Narration: those were good times. Ol' Harry would suck em out, Lil Jimmy would stuff em, Fat Tony would carve em, then there was me, the salesman. On the surface I was selling em luxury soap. Dumb bastards never even realized, we were selling their own fat asses back to them. It was the hottest scam in town. Ha, dumb rich people soap fellas, 1990. Dentist and candy seller. In the 80s/90s my dentist used to give out lollipops to kids after a cleaning or procedure. More cavities equals more business. Blood splatter analyst and employee at fishing supply store. Priest and babysitter. Oh no. Porta potty picker-upper who owns a composting business. That would actually be a clever business model. I feel like whatever makes the water blue can't be good for plants, even if it has electrolytes. Children's psychologist and military recruiter. Antique jewelry dealer and funeral director. Actually one of the most probable answers. Wouldn't be surprised if this cropped up in a murder mystery TV show sometime. The owner of a hospital near me got his wife in charge of the city's parking spaces. Needless to say, parking at that hospital is no problem, but anywhere else is hell. If you want parking to be good anywhere, it's the hospital. I'm finding myself underwhelmed by this type of corruption. Let me check my blood pressure. Yeah, nothing. Been more upset when I was cheated a pickle on my hamburger. Billionaire CEO of a family corporation and a nightly vigilante. Spider-Man and someone who makes their living selling pictures of Spider-Man. I mean, being Spider-Man isn't really a job, it's more of a responsibility. Responsibility? But the ad said $3,000. Coroner and sausage maker. Worst pies in London? Times is hard. Therapist and analyst. The first anal rapist. Anastart. Samsung employee and Apple employee. Police constable and court judge. Judge, jury, and executioner. He's not Judge Judy and executioner. Pilot and YouTube prankster. 10 crazy things that airline passengers do when they think they're going to die. Number 7 will shock you. EPA Plus Oil/Energy Company board member. Basically Australia in a nutshell. Mover and shaker. And producer? Proctologist and ventriloquist. Don't threaten me with a good time. Garbage company and Italian restaurant. A wise guy, eh? For more videos, like and subscribe.